My name is Erica. I'm 12 years old and in middle school. I only have one friend in school, but generally, I keep to myself. Well, actually, I don't have a normal life like every other girl my age. I have a mother who would not stop reminding me every day that I was the biggest mistake she ever made. According to my mother, my father left her when he discovered she was pregnant with me. He had cussed and abused her almost every day, almost insisting that she takes me out. But no, my mother stood her ground and had me. The last she heard of him was when he visited her in the hospital the night I was born and insisted his name should not be seen in the birth certificate. Basically, you'd think a girl like me would be looked after, protected, and perhaps get pampered by her mother. But no, not in my case. My mother does all those illegal drugs that most impolite people I know get involved with. Some days, she forgets to come home or even check to know what had become of me. The whole situation turned me into the mother, and my mom, well, she was the daughter. One day, after school hours, I returned home to find my mom splayed out on the sofa, and guess what? She was sober. That was a first. I became suspicious but relaxed when she asked how I was doing, and then went on to apologize for the way she'd been treating me. And then she promised to turn over a new leaf and take care of me the way a mother should. Okay, that was almost unbelievable. But guys, this was my first time seeing my mom all cleaned up and responsible. She even made me dinner that night and advised me to go to sleep early since the next day was school. You could imagine my joy. It knew no bounds. I was the happiest girl in the entire block. In school the next day, I could hardly sit still. Even my best friend Maya noticed I had something on my mind. She asked curiously if John had asked me to prom. John was the crush of my life, and according to my best friend, the only one that could put that faraway, happy smile on my face. But boy, was she wrong. I haven't seen John in a while, I told her. During lunch break, I was chatting nonstop and even threw one or two jokes about another kid, a habit that was foreign to me. My excitement was, however, put in check when my mom sent me a text that read, "Hey Erica, I'll be bringing someone over for dinner tonight. Be sure to be on your best behavior. Mom." Mom had very few friends, and most of them were people that did her type of lifestyle. We had never had lunch with anyone else. Besides, Mom hardly cooks, so whoever was coming must be someone very special to Mom. It was great news anyways. Maybe this was the person that was instigating her to be at her best behavior. On getting home that evening, I saw a very expensive Cadillac parked in our drive. I walked inside and found my mom sitting on a man's lap having a good time. They ignored my entrance and pretended I wasn't there. I sighed softly and then turned in the direction of my room. After Mom reluctantly told me that dinner was in the kitchen and asked that I eat it in the kitchen or take it up to my room and have it there. Feeling not wanted and my spirits suddenly dampened, I went to my room, not bothering to check in the kitchen. What seemed like hours later, a knock sounded on my door, and without waiting for a response, my mother's visitor came into my room, grinning from ear to ear. He walked to my bed where I was already settled in, stroked my face gently, and told me it was now my turn to have fun with him, since my mom was already asleep. Not believing my ears, I scrambled from the bed, pulling the sheets with me and wondering what he meant by what he had just said. He marched like a man on a mission towards me and only stopped midway when I threatened to scream. He told me he was just letting me be to think about things, and he wouldn't be that patient the next time. And then he walked away, whistling softly beneath his breath. The next morning, I ran into my mother's room and found her alone. Obviously, the man left the same night without anyone's knowledge. I told Mom what happened, but Mom got all worked up. She said I was making up stories because I was afraid of losing her attention to the man. She informed me that the man was officially her boyfriend, and instead of losing him, she would rather lose me. I walked away from her feeling sad and very depressed. School hour that day was a bunch of wasted period to me. I could hardly concentrate, and I couldn't even confide in my best friend. I returned home to discover my mother was gone. Again. This was not the first time she would move in with a boyfriend, but it really hurt that she preferred him to me. But hey, look at the bright side. The man was probably gone far away from me and would not bother me ever again.